A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I, J, K, L, M, N, O, P, Q, R, S, T, U, V, W, X, Y, and Zach.
I want to know on a scale of 1 to 10 how white that sounded.
There is a world as tangible as our own, impossible to see yet unavoidable to sense. A world enveloped by a seemingly unending ocean of forests. Buried deep in that forest, tucked away neatly within a blanket of twilight, lies a quaint little cabin. And in that cabin
is a bunch of guys who's a bunch of bullshitter. Welcome to SleepyCast episode. I'm joined by my good friends and colleagues, JohnnyUtah.
Hey, I'm eating. Hi.
The sexy Will Stamper.
Hey!
And the brilliant young genius, Zachary.
I only have 1 week to live. This is a Make-A-Wish Foundation.
True. Speaking of 1 week to live, I have a question I wanted to start off with. If there was a major solar flare and all technology, now besides all the chaos around us and probably wars and religious cults all mass suiciding and stuff, let's just say that computers didn't exist anymore, there was no more technology, what would you guys do?
Let me interrupt you there for a second, Mick. Define solar flare for some of our less intelligent users.
Solar flare is when the sun...
I'm talking about me!
...farts really hard and a blast of radiation...
Look, Stamper, here's what it's like, right? Here's what it's like, all right? Listen, you lay in bed with the cat, you've had too much beer, you fart, the cat runs away. All right, the cat in this situation is computers. It runs away with you. The sun is your ass, okay? The flare, you understand? The flare, sorry, your ass is the sun and the fart is the flare.
Okay, Mick, go on.
That's a good. You can't say it better than that, can you?
I can't.
It's an electromagnetic.
Yeah.
Yeah. It just
so the radiation from the sun sends out an electromagnetic pulse that then it like short circuits everything and basically fries everything.
Now to clarify, are you talking about?
Is that even possible?
Yes. Yeah. It almost happened a couple of years ago.
There was a shield it. I mean, there's
to get everything all around the planet.
Our ozone is
blast.
right. So our ozone is supposed to protect us from that. It's supposed to protect us from electromagnetic radiation.
It does.
Yeah, that's why it was invented, so it could protect our computers and all of our images.
Albert Einstein created the ozone layer to protect us from future.
In 1985.
Right. Yeah. But Jeff, what were you gonna say?
There's a couple of holes in his theory.
Well, before that, I was going to say,
what I'm saying?
The sun has shot out flares that would have destroyed Earth, but we were just lucky it wasn't aimed at us.
Yeah, so the 18...
So we've dodged a few bullets.
It's also happened in the 1800s.
It's just a matter of time.
It's also happened in the 1800s, or I think even the early 1900s, where all it did was fuck up phones for a little bit or whatever. So
No, it did also happen in the 1800s, because I remember all their buggies just stopped, all the horses just dropped dead,
and all their
no one could get around.
No, that's like let's see a War of the Worlds where he's like, nothing's working. He's recording on his video.
Yeah.
There was something I read about that saying if that flare hit back then, if we had the electronics back then that we have now, it would have wiped everything out.
Yeah. And the issue is, you could say, oh, well, they'd reinvent everything or whatever, or they would fix everything. But the issue is, it goes to the bottom, the bottom of it. There's nothing you fix everything with.
Okay,
you know what I mean?
Well, what's the question?
So the question is, what would you do? In terms of currently we're all animators and we do stuff on computers.
Stand-up comedy.
Are we talking about zero power or just zero electronics?
That's why I meant not apocalypse. Just really the solar flare was a red herring.
Let's say it like this. Animation dries up. Nobody wants to see 2D films anymore.
There's no more television. There's no more websites. There's no more tech, design type of stuff.
That'd be great.
Stand-up comedy.
All the kids want to see 3D Jimmy Neutron movies instead of the classic 2D Jeff cartoons.
So we've got one. We got stand-up comedy.
Because I could still entertain.
Oh. I'm just going to go full Mad Max. I'm just going to wear spiked shoulder pads. And
it's just like right now, though, Jeff.
Yeah, no, but it's just like right now.
Oh, still do it. I'll be the funny guy in your crew where I'm like, yeah. And I got
you have the fogged up goggles, and you're
you got the skull painted on your face.
Yeah,
you're the guy hanging out the window with the axe.
And they got dudes hanging upside down with chains, and I'm just like,
what would make you serious? What would be the thing that would happen where you'd be like, listen, Jeff. You drop the act for 1 minute, Jeff knows you're not playing around. This is real. What would be the thing he would have to do, that he would do?
We need to get,
pussy.
We need to get some pussy. Listen, Jeff. We need to get
Giggles
some pussy.
aside, Jeff. We need pussy right now.
I'd be an entrepreneur. I would start an official Thunderdome. In town. I would run it.
You'd be the ringmaster?
It would be culling the overpopulation of the area and providing entertainment.
Yeah.
Jeff, what if everybody didn't like you and they all overpowered you and they hated your idea? And they just kill.
Who's gonna hate that idea?
Fucked.
Since the beginning of time, people have loved watching people fucking slug it out. We've had the gladiators, the Russians that have big guys like Zangief fighting bears. People love to watch people fucking.
Honestly, I think
take it.
Even in the movie, the Thunderdome could be improved. It could combine the Thunderdome and the Coliseum, right? We could have a Thunderdome, but we could still flood it with water. We could have naval battles.
I'm surprised
in the Thunderdome.
Stanford could be the stand-up comedy at the beginning of the show, like the clowns.
Yeah, we could put a floating platform out in the middle. He could entertain the
I'll
crowd.
be the guy who walks around on all fours with like a food tray on his back. Walks around the skirts where people grab like cheese up my back and shit.
Peanuts! Anybody want some peanuts?
No, I don't say it.
Zach, Zach
people-
gets scary on top
Yeah, I
of
don't
the
know. I
cage,
like.
run around.
I scurry in the aisles. People go, "Oh God!" Wait, they think
It's a game. You don't offer it. If they see you, then they get the peanuts
grab
and the
it.
You don't
pretzels.
even
But
go
like-
around. You go over the Thunderdome. You climb over it.
Yeah, on all fours. Yeah,
You'd be like in Harry Potter, that little golden ball, whatever it is.
The golden snitch or something?
Yeah, the snitch. Yeah, you'd be like the little snitch prize that everybody's chasing you around the top of the
if somebody gets their
Thunderdome.
finger in my ass, they get all the food on top of me. That's,
I always
that's
wanted
the
to
game.
dub that
They get a
scene.
peanut.
Yeah,
I always wanted to dub that scene and have that ball fly around like, I'm gonna tell on you! I'm gonna fucking tell on you!
I initially was going to do a cartoon where he catches, because he catches it in his mouth and then he coughs it up.
Yeah.
But I want him to catch it, get up, and like they're all like, woo! And then just like shoots out the top of his head and he fucking dies. The end. Harry
That's
Potter
a really
over.
dark cartoon.
Yeah.
Hey, off the back of the question you asked earlier, what percentage of the population do you think would kill themselves if Facebook and Twitter ceased to exist this second?
hold on.
Honestly, I'd say maybe like 4%.
No. But let's rephrase it.
It's still shocking, though.
Rephrase it though. Rephrase it. Nothing comes in its place because the second, like if Facebook was pulled today, a copy would come up immediately that everybody would use.
Oh, nothing come back up.
Okay. So I'd say I think
gone.
It would take time. I would say within 6 months to a year, I would say a lot of people would kill themselves.
I think people would be
Eventually,
happier actually if nobody was allowed to kill themselves immediately. I think people would be like, oh, there's people here. They all
Their clout
Yeah.
score.
If nobody was
meaningless.
allowed to kill themselves?
like yeah. You put the gun in your mouth like, hey, stop, no,
You can't do that.
Wait.
Yeah.
No, it's
You're
just
gonna be
weird
in
to think.
trouble.
I was thinking about that earlier, and it's just like, man, if this all ceased to exist, because I use it for whatever promotional purposes, making stupid fucking jokes.
Yeah.
Some people really read into it to a serious degree.
Can I recommend to everybody listening delete their Facebook? I did it about 2 years ago. It is so good. I mean, obviously, if you're like us and you need like a Facebook page to manage your fan page and promote your shirts or whatever the fuck, make a little account with no friends or whatever, no profile picture. But I deleted it. And dude, it is honestly, it's one less thing. It's like, cause when you wake up, you're like, what do you do? Email, Twitter, YouTube, Facebook.
Well, the thing about Facebook posts are so long that like I can't. Anytime I go to see the feed, like I can't see it all. Like, there's just too much.
All that happened when I had Facebook was everyone's like, well, if I deleted it, how am I going to be in touch with my high school friends I never talked to? It's like
You weren't talking to them to begin with.
all I did on Facebook was get irritated at my stupid family, my stupid like high school friends who'd be like, my cousin. I would send people Snopes articles every day, which is like a website that debugs stuff. So somebody would post an article that'd be like, Obama's going to put a nail through everyone's face that sends signals to hell that makes you the devil. I'm like, oh no.
Yeah.
People would post things like that every day. They post like a fake Bill Cosby quote.
We do.
You learn a lot. You learn a lot about people when you see the shit that they fucking.
So you can't tell everyone to cut off their Facebooks because everybody uses them differently. It's like having
It's
a
true.
car.
I'm saying this. If you don't require it, cut it off.
Nobody.
Do it for a week. Do it for a week. Okay, do this. Don't log on to Facebook for a week if you can. See how good you feel.
Some people use it for business, just like some people use
I
their
do it for
car
business.
for work. Some people use their car to pick up their kids. Some people use their car because they're a fucking douchebag that likes to show their fucking car off.
I'll tell
I'm
you
saying
why.
this. If you use it like I have a business Facebook, but I don't have anybody added on it. I still have Facebook, but I don't have to log on because there's nothing to see there. Don't use Facebook for like a week. That's all I'm saying.
All right, Jeff, tell us why. What?
I was just saying, it was making me, the 1 month I had it years ago, it was making me hate the people I knew in real life.
That's what I
the
mean.
stuff they would post was so hateable.
Yeah.
I just had to delete it. I said, I can't deal with this anymore. And plus, I was always getting friend requests from people I didn't know at all. Like, and I'm like, these people I don't want to share personal information with that I don't.
Yeah.
So just getting awkward.
Yeah.
No, that's what I did too. Yeah.
But
It is interesting how it's also watered down the word friend. Like,
Yeah.
I was talking to Greg. Greg is a very fine gentleman who works at our house and fixes things. He's very talented and capable man. And
Is that what you really think?
I do. He's fucking brilliant.
Greg's awesome. Yeah,
he's
You guys
brilliant.
walked in here, you guys were like fucking Greg. Always sucking dicks and getting pubes all over the
Hey, no.
No, but he
You
was.
said Greg always cuts his pubes over the sink.
Yeah, but I asked
and the
him to, so it makes
yeah,
sense.
and he said he didn't clean it up, and
Yeah, but anyways, we were talking about just friends in general, and he's
Yeah.
like, I don't get it. I don't, you guys talk about friends, but he's like, I've seen all these people who call themselves friends. They don't even talk to each other. They're just sitting there on their phones, and then they won't even talk to each other for weeks or whatever. He's like, when I had friends, if I need someone to bail me out of a gang fight, these are the people who would come, to my side. I want to know how many people that you call friends that would come, to your side if your life was in danger.
That would be in your foxhole.
Yeah, that would be in your we had that foxhole conversation too, but it was funny. I mean, it's interesting, the idea that we call people friends, but the truth is, for a lot of these quote unquote friends, people couldn't give a fuck.
Yeah, so do this. Flip through your cell phone right now and think about that and remove everybody who's a piece of shit, worthless asshole.
I think people are too easygoing with who they
associate with.
I feel like there needs to be an initiation.
Sure.
Yeah,
You
there
have
needs to be a test.
I
too.
have to put somebody in a life and death situation and see what they do before I'm like, all right, you're my friend.
Right.
Yeah, you have to. Yeah.
Because you know what? Because if you don't have that test, when you actually have a life-threatening situation, guess what? You're fucked. Because they're not going to be standing behind you.
Stamper would pass, you pass. Zach.
Save you. What's the situation?
No, depending on the test.
What's the test? Give me a test.
If you'd run away or...
Okay, what? Somebody walks up with a gun?
Yeah, all right, say that. Yeah.
You think Stamper would jump in front of a gun? But some guy walked up to you with a gun, you think Stamper would be like, hold on, stop.
I think Stamper
I
would.
would.
Not because...
You would shit your pants and faint like a dog.
No, I wouldn't even think about it. I'd just be like, oh, he's got a gun. Uh-oh. Plus, I don't give a shit if I live or
I
die.
think Stamper would do it just because he doesn't give a shit. Mick would do it out of probably bravery.
No, I do it out of martyrdom.
I think Zach would attempt to compromise with the guy, attempt to barter with him or something.
No, I would try. I'd try to outsmart him. I'd barter
there you
him.
go. All right,
Be like, look,
all right.
take Jeff's arm.
Well, that's what. Like,
I would be Saul Goodman and Better Call Saul. I'd be like, look, just break his legs. It's fine. Don't kill him.
Okay.
Just get your sexual satisfaction.
You'd all solve it a different way. So
Yeah.
you're all unique in that regard.
You guys already had the conversation though about like if they're at gunpoint.
Yeah.
Who would you take a bullet?
I don't think there's one person on earth that I would.
I think at gunpoint is a very different thing than a reactionary thing. You know
Okay,
what I mean?
let's say it like
Yeah,
this.
it's reactionary.
Let's say it like I think
That's when
anybody-
you really care.
Yeah. Let's say it like this. Let's say a serial killer captures you and somebody else.
Okay.
And he's like, I'm going to torture you or you. Nick, pick. I'm going to torture you or Jeff to death.
To death.
To
so
death.
I'm gonna die, and it's gonna be slow and painful.
No, he says you're free to go. I will let you go right now.
No, I mean the person who's getting tortured though is gonna die,
Yes.
but first they're gonna make it really painful
Yes.
before they do it.
Yes.
Everyone's had this scenario in their head before.
Look,
You say fuck you because you can't trust the guy. The end.
Yeah, you know what I would do in that situation? I would charge the guy, and if he shot me, he shot
tied
me.
up.
He ties me, then
He
I'm.
whacks you with a brick. He whacks you with another brick. He whacks you with a third brick. You wake up, you're tied up with your pal, Jeff. Jeff's like, okay, I'll be Jeff.
This is one of those
Hold on,
scenarios
hold
where
on.
you just keep adding variables
No,
to
wait.
it, so you
No, that's
win.
the setup, right? Okay, I'm Jeff. Nick, what are we gonna do? We're in a pickle right now. Do you have my back, Nick? Nick, all those times I called you Chinese and made your photos on Twitter black and white. I didn't mean it, Jeff. Nick, I didn't mean it.
Mick, listen to me. I'm serious. I'm serious right now.
Okay.
I think I should be the one that goes free.
You know,
Mick, listen.
Listen, I know you don't want it to happen, but I need to be the one that goes free.
I know
and I'm
neither of us have
sorry.
children.
I'll tell everyone you were
But-
pretty. I'll tell everyone you cried a little bit.
you know I'm more talented than you. If you go, at least I can live on and keep the dream alive.
I can go on Twitter and Photoshop angel wings on you.
I'll be like, bro, I have more Twitter followers than you. Look at the facts. Look at all these facts.
Nick, when you die, I'm gonna draw you hugging the genie.
Would you do that? Would you,
In the-
would you say to me, you have more Twitter followers?
No, I mean honestly, I think
What if the torture isn't that bad? It's like, look, I'll cut your penis off and fuck in front of you or something.
I would look Mick dead in the eyeballs and do a thing that was like 1, 2, 3, and we would figure something out
Yeah.
in that third second to get around the situation.
But it's like
what
those
we do is
Columbine
we
kids-
look at each other, and at the same time we'd go, pick me, and then we just keep repeating it, and then he wouldn't know who to pick.
It'd be like a Looney Tunes cartoon.
Yeah, that's right.
I can't tell them apart.
You make him kill himself. Be like, okay, you want to kill yourself? But yeah, confuse him. Make him put the gun on himself. Be like, oh, I'll kill myself.
We would just annoy him so much until he killed himself. In all seriousness, though, if there was that situation, self-preservation, I think, kicks in.
But
that's if there's a conscious decision to be made.
But also, I think the thing is too, if you're going to talk about like the mind of the killers, because a lot of killers do, if they have multiple, they do that stuff. Like the Columbine killers, they did that stuff. They're like, "Do you believe in God?"
Right.
And people said yes, they'd shoot them. Like that was so it's like you can't really trust fucking psychos like that.
Right.
I would have said yeah in high school. Now, no, fuck God.
Yeah.
You can't ask that question when you're that young.
Not to be
Well,
mean.
they did.
They
did.
My mom sent me a book called Jesus is Calling or something like that. And
Screw him, dude.
No,
he's drunk again.
I was like,
let him go to voicemail.
No, I said, I was gonna say, if he wants to call me, he's got my number. He knows how to reach me.
Jeff, what would a Jesus voicemail sound like? Give us a Jesus voicemail.
If Jesus was
Give
on
you a voicemail.
the voicemail?
Yeah. You scream Jesus. You let it ring.
Oh yeah,
What's his voicemail?
let's do this.
You have reached the voicemail box of
Mick Lauer.
Please leave your message after the beep. Boop. Shit.
Hey, Nick, this is Jesus. Just checking in. That we're just reminding you I'm the guy that did that thing for humanity, and you just call me back.
If you'd like to re-record your message, please press 1. If you're satisfied, hang up.
Hold up. I got an idea.
I don't know what the hell I'd say.
I'd listen to about 5 seconds of that voicemail message and be like, "Hi, this is Jesus." Delete.
Yeah.
Sorry, moving on.
It is like really like, nah, bro, this is really Jesus. Listen to me for a second. You're like, who the fuck is this asshole?
Could you stop telling Mexicans to call naming their kids after me? Thanks.
They're all built in my dad's image, after all. Let's go to Outback sometime.
All 12 of us.
Wow, offensive. This is getting offensive fast.
I like Mexicans. Don't be silly. I worked as a busboy.
very
Hardest
hard
working people.
workers. I like
Absolutely. And you know what? They complained, at least for the most part. I know that. You know when you compliment a whole race, they also consider that racism?
Do they?
When you're like, all black dudes got a huge fucking wiener, and they're like, that's racist. It's like, no, it's a compliment. They're like,
Black
no.
dudes do have huge wieners.
Wait. No black guy would ever.
Yeah, absolutely. No black guy said that to me, but I've had plenty of white people say that's racist.
Well,
you're making a lump assumption about an entire race.
That's because they're worried about their tiny wieners.
That's true too. They're probably just
stop talking
embarrassed.
to your
And when you say
social justice
Mexicans-
warrior friends, Mick.
Yeah.
And when you say Mexicans work hard, white
get off
people get
Twitter.
offended because I work hard too.
Yeah.
See how it works?
Yes,
Exactly.
But I was going to say that for the most part, as a busboy and a server,
Black guys do have big wieners.
they do. I would know. And then also, well, I ended up dating a girl once. Who, we were kind of sitting around. We were talking about that, and we were lying in bed after we had had sex, and I had mentioned like the thing about like, oh yeah, it's funny that stereotype about black guys, having big wieners, and she just without hesitation was like, oh, they do.
Yeah.
And like at first I was like, oh, okay, ha ha ha. But then I was thinking like, how many black dicks have you seen where the lump like yes, for a fact all black dudes got huge wieners. Anyways. The Mexican guys that I worked with complained so little. Like, just they worked so hard.
Mm-hmm.
They stayed later than everybody else to clean out like the oil, like the frying machine and shit. While everybody else went off to go to the local bar and fucking party or whatever. And these guys worked so fucking hard. And they never complained.
Hey, what brought this up this morning? I think it was you I was talking with this morning when we were talking about that people aren't welcome here. That people aren't welcome in America.
The whole idea of like, because we were talking about Lewis and we were talking about taxes or something like that, and like everyone's got to pay taxes. Oh no, I forgot what it was. Shit, I'm gonna have to cut all
Is
that.
this like a patriotism, nationalism thing? Or like...
It was about immigrants and how people were complaining about having immigrants here, but in all of America was basically built on immigrants.
I was thinking, I was like, dude, there's no such thing. I mean,
You were saying there was no
is.
such thing as America because essentially, or as far as like
When you say that, I'm saying there's no such thing as American because, again, like I walk a block this way and they're full-blown Korean. I walk a block that way, they're all white people. I walk a block that way, they're all black people, all Mexican people, all Spanish people. It's just this crock pot of nonsense.
I feel like American is an
you're not
umbrella
welcome
term.
here.
Right. So it's like there's still Koreans and there's still Chinese and there's still Mexicans, but there's an umbrella term for all of us here who are proud to have the freedoms we have and all that kind of stuff, which is American.
Is the theory that we don't want any more? Is that it? Am I missing the point?
You know,
But to say that somebody's not
You're polluting the white gene pool.
Hey, check it out. We can do the phone call now. It's not funnier this way.
Jack's holding a toilet paper roll.
I'll do a
I
voicemail.
guarantee I'll walk into the bathroom and there's not a fresh toilet paper roll on the hook.
There's 7 in there that are totally.
He just clogged the
Good
entire
to go,
toilet,
or on the
unloading
hook
that
so I can
toilet
wipe my ass.
paper
Of course
into
it'll
the
be, I'll
toilet.
do it.
Just so we could get the
Can we-
roll.
Jeff, you want to do another one?
That's like the equivalent of Zach buying some cereal so he could just like pour all the cereal down the drain and then fucking grab the prize at the bottom of the box.
I'll do one too. We can do a couple of those.
Phone calls.
Yeah, just Jesus
Prank phone
voicemails.
calls.
No, just offer Jesus
Hey,
voicemails.
this is Jesus.
That's cool.
Right.
A new cast member has entered.
God damn it, Mick. Right.
Yeah, they're fucking
Alright.
embarrassing.
You have reached the voicemail box of
Mick Lauer.
Please leave your message after the beep. Boop. Shit.
Yo, dude, it's Jesus, H-Boy Christ here. That's my rap name. I haven't put an album out yet. I'm going to. I got like 6 songs written. 3 are about like healed people and stuff. I think it's gonna go sweet. Anyways, listen, I followed you on Twitter, and you didn't follow me back. I do a lot of stuff. I post like Bible quotes with like funny characters. Remember that character from the Goonies? I posted him, and he's like, that's just one example. That's not even that good, but like all kinds of 80s references. I give advice. Kids write in. One kid wrote in and said he was black. I just didn't respond. I don't know how to solve that. With suicide. No, that's fucked up. I mean that. Okay. Okay.
You have reached the voicemail box of
Mick Lauer.
Please leave your message after the beep. Boop. Shit.
Hey, Mick. Hey, man. I told you about this thing I was doing on Facebook yesterday about the Gilligan's Island Marathon at my place. You're the only one who responded to it. You said maybe. You're the only person who even did it. It's not, why I say maybe? What's the point? I made a lot of food. You said you were gonna come, you didn't come. Got a lot of food here, man. I don't think I can eat all of it. So it's starting to rot. It's still out, on my table. I guess I'll put it away now, but there's flies buzzing around. There's a lot of flies on this food. Bought a lot of food. I had a couple beers from last night. I bought a lot of beer. I'll probably just reheat the nachos, actually. Those are good. You know what I mean? Just see what you were doing. You said you'd come, but it's no biggie. I'm just wondering. All right, call me back when you can. Never mind. You know what? I'll call you back in a couple minutes. I don't know. I don't know, man. I can't think.
You have reached the voicemail box of Jesus Christ. Please leave your name and number after the beep. Doot.
Hey, Jesus, listen, man, it's not like I don't like you, I just don't like you, you know what I mean? I'm gonna favorite your tweet, okay, but that doesn't mean we're best friends or anything. I'm still not gonna accept your Skype request, because honestly, I already have too many people on there, and I'm really afraid you're gonna, hit me up while I'm working and stuff. Don't take it personally. I do it with a lot of people. I appreciate all the good advice and stuff like that, but I'm just kind of tired of all this. And yeah, as far as the Gilligan's Island marathon, I don't even like Gilligan's Island. I don't know why I clicked maybe. I was trying to be polite, but clearly I came across. I'm sorry. You know what? Just please don't call me again, okay, man? It's not personal. Just go away.
You have reached the voicemail box of
Mick Lauer.
Please leave your message after the beep. Boop. Shit.
You don't know who this is, but I know who you are. I'm gonna fucking break your legs and kill you. Oh, fuck the Star 69. Right.
Alright, go ahead.
You have reached the voicemail box of Jesus Christ. Please leave your name and number after the beep. Doot.
Hey, Jesus, caller ID, you fucking dumbass. I know they didn't have it back in 0 AD, but we got it now. Just seriously, stop calling me, and I swear to God, if you do again, I'm gonna stop being your friend on Facebook, okay? I'm gonna defriend you, and I'm gonna make it public. I'm gonna take a screenshot of it, and no one's gonna like you anymore, okay, Jesus? Fuck off.
We do one.
I can't keep up with
Here,
this
hold up.
You have reached the voicemail box of
Mick Lauer.
Please leave your message after the beep. Boop. Shit.
I've been here all day, man, watching Gilligan's Island. Thank you, by the way. And I don't know what you're talking about, man. By the way, you made a lot of accusations. My uncle's a lawyer, and he went to law school, so you probably never heard of him, but he's really famous, and he could do a lot. He could do a lot of law stuff. And by the way, I know the devil. I told the devil your phone number, so I told you your home address too. So if you find Vaseline in your car door, and you slip around, or you find marbles by your front door, that's the fucking devil. You fuck with the wrong guy, pussy. I can walk on water. I gotta do it. This is his response, okay? This is the last one.
You have reached the voicemail box of Jesus Christ. Please leave your name and number after the beep. Doot.
You fucking leave a message like that again, I'm gonna meet you in the parking lot outside the church. You better fucking bring your cross. You better bring your nails. You better bring your goddamn dad. You're not gonna crawl out of this cave, you fucking little pussy. You little Easter pussy. I'm gonna fucking find you. I'm gonna kill you. I'm gonna wait around for 3 days, and when you wake up, I'm gonna fucking kill you again, bitch. See you at church, bud.
Okay, sorry.
All right.
Why don't we talk about
We have all these.
shitty humor?
Why don't we talk about
AIDS?
shitty
Is that what
humor?
you're talking about?
Let's talk about random humor.
Let's talk about AIDS jokes, guys. Let's talk about
AIDS.
AIDS jokes.
AIDS
what do you
is
guys
not
think
a
of AIDS
joke.
jokes?
Tom Hanks got AIDS.
Yeah.
The Tom Hank?
Yes.
Yes.
Tom Hanks.
That's why he went to Philadelphia and put his little hat on to combat the AIDS, but it didn't work.
Yeah.
You ever seen the movie before?
Yeah, it was depressing. He died from AIDS at the end. Spoiler alert.
Wait, hold on. Are you serious?
Yeah.
That's Toy Story, you idiot.
No, that's Toy Story 2, dumbass.
Oh, fuck.
I am curious what. Okay, hold on, Corey. Zach. You know a lot of history about conspiracies and all that kind of
I
stuff.
like conspiracies.
Yes,
think
I
they're
want to
funny.
know, because I'm sure you have quite a bit of knowledge in this. What are some of the popular theories as to the creation of AIDS?
I'm gonna go clean my pussy out.
All right.
That's one of them.
No, that's a preventative measure.
One of the theories, one of the most popular ones, I'm sure you guys have all heard it on the playground when you were
The guy
fucking
that fucked
friends.
the monkey.
Yeah, the monkey fucker.
Yeah.
I'm sure you heard about that,
Yes,
right?
so we
Yeah,
saw.
that's how it happened.
So that was kind of like for Outbreak too. They were kind of talking about.
Stamper's totally a monkey fucker. Stamper sees little monkeys at the zoo, grabs his little dicks, and this is what you get, Stamper, when you talk shit, you fucking pussy. When you walk out of that bathroom, I'm gonna fucking swing and break your jaw, little bitch. You're gonna pick your jaw? Yeah, what's up?
Talk about let's all tell our Stamper stories.
Alright, so when I first met Stamper, he was like a big fat autistic guy. He was like, "Duh." I was like, Stamper, dude, lose that shit, get cool. He was like, oh, and he became cool to impress me.
That's right. He picked
And
up
now I
smoking
just-
too. Yeah,
Yeah, he used to be like a fat guy. We all made fun of him, pushed him around, gave him wedgies, peed on him for fun.
Now he just drinks pee.
Now he just drinks his own
Jeff,
pee.
what was Stamper like the first time we met him?
I talked to him on Skype, and he said this is actually true, by the way. He said he fell down the stairs and lost an eyeball. That's true, by the way.
Dude, sorry. I mean, we were just talking about like AIDS and stuff, you know.
No, you weren't. You were saying things about me. I know it. Sorry, I kicked the table. Also, that's not the conspiracy theory. The conspiracy theory is that
The government
they
created a-
covered it up and told everyone that a dude fucked a monkey.
No, the conspiracy. Well, there's a couple. I guess that would be more.
What did you say about me,
that's
asshole?
urban-
You'll find out.
No!
The monkey's like an urban legend, but there is a conspiracy that the government created AIDS to get rid of gay people.
Right. But then I also heard that it was created. I heard that one, that they created it to kill gay people. But then I heard that it was more of like a population control thing as well. Like that they
All it
were.
really did
Which
was-
we sorely need.
How does one even create a super virus like that? Or like, no, it's not even a virus technically, right?
It's like a dude in a lab with a mustache, and he's like, "Yes, this is gonna kill
Yes.
everybody slowly over the course of 43 years."
I think it's the same way we have a lot of
weapons.
Bioweapons.
Biological warfare.
Biological warfare.
If we wanted to kill people, there's quicker, more effective ways of doing so versus
Well, a
AIDS.
virus,
Well,
if you
think
were
about
a
when
maniac,
people like to fuck, right?
Yeah.
So you give them a disease that if you fuck, you spread it. That's all we do.
How
We
do you-
fucking eat and fuck.
I don't know,
Zach's
man.
had HIV for the last 13 years,
But a
right?
virus has
survived.
It hasn't gone into full-blown AIDS yet.
Right.
No.
A virus is technically alive, though. Most bioweapons could you call them poison.
If something,
I see.
if something really, I mean, superbugs are a reasonable, like feasible way for, they could be a way that we would die. Especially today, I mean, the Black Death killed like what 1/3 of Europe when it happened. The Black Plague.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And those pass from person to person without.
Yeah,
having-
exactly. We have airplanes and trains up. People fly constantly.
Yeah.
You remember that scene from Planet of the Apes?
Yeah.
The Dawn of Planet of the Apes at the beginning, where all the red lines went everywhere.
That was at the
real.
end. Thank you.
Dude,
That happened in the beginning too.
we've all seen that red line scene. That red
No,
line
those
scene happens in every
That happens at the end
zombie
of Rise,
movie.
but it also happens at the beginning of Dawn.
I'm sorry. Okay, I'm fucking sorry.
It's okay. I forgive you this time. Don't do it again.
Do you think the government is currently in the works creating a biological weapon or some kind
I
of
think
virus
they already have some. I think they have to have.
with the plan to wipe out entire areas?
They have technology
Absolutely.
that we couldn't even wrap our brains around right now. I'm sure.
Yeah, no, I'm not a conspiracy fellow, but I do think there's definitely a lot of stuff that the government has that we have no idea about.
And what's interesting, it's not even just our government.
No.
Like, I mean, think about the other governments
Yeah.
out there that have spent that
Ours
fucking hate
is-
America and have nothing better to do because they're not fucking making movies and making shows like not Desperate Housewives, but Real Housewives of fucking New Jersey.
How's that any different from Desperate Housewives?
It's true.
They're just as fucking
The
bad.
Desperate Real Housewives of New Jersey.
I'm almost willing to bet all the secret technology the government has isn't even that.
No,
impressive.
it's like it'd be like, oh, that's cool.
I'd be willing to bet that it is fairly
Yeah.
impressive.
Because the private sector, they have the brightest people ever,
Right.
pumping out stuff so fast. It's like I don't see like a secret little government lab, even with a few thousand.
No,
smart
I'm not saying that there's like aliens and stuff. I'm just
Yeah.
saying like there's absolutely like I remember what Jimmy. I don't remember.
I'm
this,
not
but-
going that far above and beyond either, but I'm saying there are things that will definitely blow
Would you
your
be-
mind, but not to the we're not going to Saturn in secret.
When Jimmy Carter came into office, he said he would would declassify. I think it was Area 51 or it was UFO stuff. And when he came into office, he didn't do it because there was like a special bomber they were working on. So but we know what it is now. After it's been declassified for a little while.
JFK.
What about it?
What was it?
Okay, this JFK thing is really bothering me in the sense where everybody who thinks it's a conspiracy, who thinks there's like there could have been one bullet that went through JFK's back and through whatever.
So you think it was Oswald?
It was absolutely Oswald. There was no second shooter. The only room for conspiracy. And if you don't believe me, look up what's it called? It was It wasn't Time. It was sorry, I can't remember what it was. I can't remember who did it, but I'll post. In fact, I'll post a couple of really good ones if you want to watch them if you're interested. If you really think JFK was killed by a second gunman, there's zero evidence for it. Every 3D recreation has proved that.
So what do you think
lines
all
up
over-
exactly. The issue is everyone says basically there's a single bullet theory where they say the bullet couldn't have gone through. Basically, it was JFK in the back seat.
they say
the governor of Texas in the front seat, and one bullet went through the back of JFK's neck and through his shoulder, through his neck or whatever, and into the governor's back.
So they say there's no way the bullet could have curved like fucking wanted.
Yeah, but if you look at it, the governor was not directly in front, he was slightly to the left, and he was elevated, or I think he was on a different level because the chairs were different heights. So it makes perfect sense. There's zero room for a second gunman.
Well, what I don't understand.
And also, the bullet that for the gun he used does tumble when it enters the body, which is exactly what happened. They've done multiple tests on this. Every single one says it was Lee Harvey Oswald. Now the question is, what motivated it? I think that's the only room for conspiracy when it comes to JFK. Is like,
why does it always have to be a major motivation? Maybe a guy
I'll tell
just
you
wanted
why.
to fucking kill the
Because
fucking president.
It's this theory where it's like he's the president, he's this big, and he had to have been killed by somebody who is this big too. People refuse to admit that a president could. I mean, for Christ's sake, George W. Bush almost choked on a pretzel. Nobody would have believed that. They'd be like, no, it was the CIA that killed him. Because they think presidents are more than people. A bullet killed JFK, though it had to have been the CIA shooting him with a trillion different bullets from a billion different angles.
Well, first of all,
if Obama slipped on a patch of ice
Yeah.
and fucking broke his neck,
No, it could-
there would
it
be
was-
endless conspiracy
Yes.
theories about.
Well, that's the thing.
Putin.
It's like, who sprayed the sidewalk?
Yeah.
But then it's like, okay, so that's completely nonsense. It could have been fucking anybody for any different motivation. But the other thing is, to what end? Like, why?
Shooting the president and killing the president is a pretty good fucking motivation. Everybody remembers Lee Harvey Oswald's name fucking, 50 years after he died?
No, I mean, to accomplish what? If you have a theory like, okay, they killed JFK.
Because they're trying to crack it open and expose. One of the biggest theories are...
Expose what?
Expose the CIA, because the CIA really hated how
it was with Cuba,
JFK was
right?
a pussy. Yeah, he botched the Bay of Pigs. They really wanted a man who was going to go in there. But who took over? It was fucking Lyndon B. Johnson.
Yeah.
It was Lyndon Johnson who didn't do I don't know. Who
Do you think Oswald was hired?
That is the only room for conspiracy where I'll say, okay, maybe. The only thing I think, I don't think he was hired. I think he was a psycho. He visited the Soviet Union multiple times. He just didn't like the president. People, why did...
Who's to say he wasn't hired by the Russians then?
He could, Russia...
Or the Soviet Union.
Because Khrushchev, the leader of the Soviet Union, really liked JFK. He thought he was a very good leader. I don't think he liked LBJ, but not to get too fucking into that shit. But my point is, if you look into the JFK thing, there's absolutely zero room for a second shooter. It's stupid. It's honestly stupid. There's also the moon landing theory. It couldn't have happened. Why not? Explain why.
Why is it so out of the realm of your understanding that the moon landing can't happen?
Yeah, you know what's amazing is that one hoverboard video came out and more people believed that hoverboard video was real.
You know what I thought?
Than this fucking
you know
moon
what I
landing.
thought? Like one of their biggest arguments was, if you take down just standard footage of a guy jumping around and you slow it down to 0.5%, you could tell that they just did that. But if you understand animation, like you see the movements and what's happening.
It's also 1969, dude. Yeah. There's also a fucking. This is great if you're interested in this kind of stuff. You can look up a memo that Richard Nixon had prepared in case they couldn't come back. And it was like, on this day these guys died heroes. And this was completely reasonable. To get somebody to the moon and back, it could have very, very easily gone wrong.
I feel like, especially because recently we were able to land, what was it, a probe or a satellite on a moving asteroid.
Yeah.
That, people could, I think it seems reasonable we could land on a stationary object.
Let these people live.
Yeah, you think?
Yeah.
Like we're going to Mars right now and everyone's like, oh, no, there's no way you fucking landed on the moon, asshole.
There are people that are convinced the Earth is flat. And it's not a joke. It's like a good number of people who are convinced the Earth is flat. And then when you go into airplanes, the curvature of the Earth is the airplane windows being programmed by the government. These people are fucking psychos. They think every single aspect of their life. I mean, I think the biggest thing to take away from it is conspiracy theorists don't believe in accidents. I'm curious. One thing I always ask these people is, what big event happened in the last 200 years that wasn't planned? Right. They won't tell you anything. They won't give you anything. If their brother died in a car accident, it was a conspiracy. The government is onto them. They know what they're doing. Yeah. There's no such thing as accidents.
As if they're that fucking important.
Exactly.
Yeah. Humans do require a certain amount of rationalization. The idea that things could happen randomly without cause, I think, distresses people.
It definitely distresses people.
Not to get into this area, but it's religion in some ways.
You're in this area.
Hold on. Somebody died, and you mean they just died? No, there has to be, and you start adding this metaphysical, there's this all-seeing being.
Right.
There's this big entity that controls everything. It's God, or it's the big government. It's a way for people who have no control in life to feel like they have control.
Right.
Who feel like there's order.
Or understand, right.
The world is chaos. So if you add this level of the government is fucking with the cheese and making people, they're putting fluoride in the water. It makes it feel like there's order.
And if nothing else, they have something to kill their time with.
Yeah, exactly. But you'll never see like a millionaire conspiracy theorist because not if you're a conspiracy theorist, your life is bad, but I mean, there's tests that people who are in less control start saying things, like seeing patterns that aren't there.
Right.
So, I mean, it's the first thing people do. It's why a lot of unfortunate and poor people start to pray a lot. Because it's your way of it's your brain trying to manage things and control things and box things up.
Right now, somebody is frowning at you and shaking their head.
Oh, blow me! Oh, fuck you!
This guy has no idea what he's talking about. All right.
Tell me to watch Loose Change. Tell me how jet fuel doesn't melt steel beams. Oh, a gray alien reptoid together flew into the World Trade Center with JFK's head.
Break from the internet,
yeah.
How do you feel about those planes that are up in the sky shooting out noxious fumes to poison the angels?
Chemtrails. What are they putting in the water?
The chemtrails are poisoning the angels that God is sending to protect us, Zach. How do you feel about
These
that?
angels are dropping like dead birds and landing in people's backyards. People are grabbing them and fucking them. They're keeping them in their house and just fucking these angels, taking their wings off. jumping off roofs with these angel wings, but they can't fly because they're not angels. You have to have angel wings in your body.
And a halo.
And a halo.
The halo's like your battery.
Without the halo, you can't fly. Stop trying to jump off buildings without the fucking halo.
Thanks, Zach.
Thanks, Zach.
You helped a lot of people today.
Jeff, are there any conspiracies that you kind of believe that you're like, well...
No!
You don't think Iceman blew ice at the World Trade Center? That's what caused it?
I have better things to do with
You don't
my
think the
time.
Incredible Hulkster and pulling out steel beams underneath the 9/11 towers?
I'm not one of these people that needs to feel special by believing something, knowing something other people don't
Jeff,
know. What?
The government did not...
I think the government is filled with semi-incompetent people who don't know what they're doing.
Yeah, I was going to say,
And
it's
that's
also,
why conspiracy theories exist.
it's also not like an original point or whatever, but it's like...
Oh yeah, and then it goes. Yeah, it's like cyclical like that. Like they think that they're super geniuses, like doing all these
Oh
things.
yeah,
But
Yo,
The only,
let
the only
me-
smart people are the ones like building fighter jets and surveillance systems.
What-
the
what's
rest are
Jeff-
dumb as shit.
Jeff, do you know the term that they give people, us regular guys, these conspiracy theorists, what they call us? Sheeple.
Muggles?
You sheep.
Sheeples?
You sheeple. You sheep.
might as well be
course.
muggles.
That's a cool word.
It's Harry Potter, man. I didn't just pull it out of my
mean-
ass.
I'm not a dork. I fuck girls. I drink beer.
Fucking muggle, ew. You mudblood.
I wonder if you walked up to like a football guy, if you didn't know what that was, if he'd like punch you because he thought it was like some insult because you made him feel stupid.
If you called him a muggle,
Yeah.
you fucking
I think
muggle.
they punch you if you call him a football guy. Hey, football guy.
Hey, football guy.
What the fuck's that supposed to mean?
What would Terry Crews do if you insulted him? Would he snap you in half?
No, he's so nice. Have you ever seen the interviews with Terry Crews?
Yeah.
Yeah, he seems like the nicest
he's
dude
the
ever.
nicest guy.
I want to give him a
Draw
big
too.
old hug.
You
Can
like
he?
Yeah, he's a phenomenal artist, man.
I wouldn't say he's really good at what he.
Okay, phenomenal, no, but yeah, he's surprisingly good.
He's one of those guys that kind of copies photographs, but he does it really well.
Right.
He actually can draw pretty well.
Every interview I've seen with him, he seems like the nicest guy. He seems really down to earth.
And then you get behind closed doors.
Yeah, and then he just fucking fucks your skull.
Have you ever seen George Bush's paintings before?
Yeah.
They're fucking funny.
Yeah, but
looking.
speaking of, what do you think of these people who, every time I'm on the internet, the only art that seems to be getting praised is people who copy photographs.
That's a
Like you go to like fucking Reddit, it's like every hobby
Well, there's a problem right there. You go to Reddit. A lot of stuff on there will fucking irritate you.
a copied photograph. They're like, you're so talented.
yeah.
It's like, I guess you are in a certain way, but
I think the more people start to figure out the internet and what it really is, like we're still in this transitional period where
Yeah.
everybody's blown away by everything because everybody you're being put in touch by the 43-year-old woman that lives next door to you and then the
Yeah.
dude up the street. So they don't really there's no defining boundary there. You're all in this fucking room it's not awkward anymore.
I don't know. It's interesting, like what people appreciate, because I feel like it's all context.
Yeah.
You know, people will like give on Reddit. They'll give it like 8,000, ups or whatever of some
Ups.
guy who took like a picture of themselves every day for a year and then strung it all together. But there's some African kid who fucking ate 4 flies and drank a puddle of mud and survived for
Well,
25
you gotta admit,
years.
he kind of deserved. He had it coming. Black people. I mean,
He chose to be born in Africa.
Yeah, I mean,
and-
you gotta admit the black guys have had it pretty good for a long time. They kind of get the occasional 1-2 to the face.
still swinging back.
Yeah, they can take an uppercut once in a while. Us whiteys need a break, I think.
there's a science to making white people XD on the internet, Mick.
Yeah.
All you gotta do
Explain
is
it.
hive mind. That's all you
Hold on,
gotta do.
I want to know this, Jeff. If you let's say right now, you had no scruples, you didn't care about what anyone's
That
opinion.
word, I hate the word scruple.
I was gonna
And
say,
then
what are you
continue.
fucking, like, grandfather?
I am not fucking your grandfather.
Scruples. Well, you could.
No, but I'm not.
All right,
Available.
continue.
No, I was gonna say, if you were to start a channel and you wanted and all the knowledge that you have from looking at Tumblr and watching other YouTube videos,
Yeah.
what would be your breakdown of the things you would do to create the most successful YouTube channel ever?
I'd blow up stuffed animals there in slow motion.
Holy
Cute
shit.
stuffed animals.
Did you ever see that Arnold
That's a
Schwarzenegger-
great
Arnold
fucking
Schwarzenegger
idea.
YouTube thing where he like...
That would be so popular.
Did you see this? Arnold Schwarzenegger like had a tank, and all the videos were like him crushing stuff at the tank. But it was somehow underwhelming. He was like, oh,
No, wait.
that got crushed by a tank.
I would dress up cats like little soldiers.
Okay.
And just have explosions going off in the background as they kind of play with each other in the foreground.
And they would shoot lasers from their eyes.
Now, how many videos
All right,
do you
do they
think you
have
could kick
puppets
out
taped to
like
their
that?
backs?
Do you think you
Yes.
would have to change up the recipe,
course.
or that alone just keep making those videos?
I would call the YouTube channel Laser Cat Bacon.
Okay, right.
Laser.
What about Ninja or Pirates? You gotta have one of those two. I mean, what's more epic than Ninjas and Pirates fighting?
Ninja cat laser bacon.
All right, now we're on to it.
Now look,
Now we're cooking.
With bacon.
man. I don't even get into this.
Listen, what's not funny about bacon? You know what I mean?
Humor.
Hold up,
humor.
Yeah, go.
No, like you got like a joke. Add bacon to it.
I thought
That's a funny joke. You know what I mean?
aren't waffles.
Your meal's not good enough?
I thought
I just
waffles.
had bacon, man,
was
come
it
on.
waffles, pancakes, cookies, and bacon. Were
Muffins.
Muffins.
Like, muffins are yeah. Okay,
Watch
that's it.
here. I want to make like a generator for this, like cat, bear, dolphin, llama. I mean, all these hilarious animals. Like, just look at pugs. Whoa, pugs! God, they're funny. Look at their disgusting malformed faces. Also, check this out: food, bacon, muffins. I'm not done.
What is the demo? This type of shit like irritates us. But what is the demo? Is it like moms?
It's
and
hyper
little
kids who
girls?
watch Invader
Or
Zim.
what?
13 to 19, primarily female.
It's like girls who wear Invader Zim t-shirts. That's the audience, dude.
It's like we have that. All right, so just to bring up, not to shit on, because we just like shitting on people like bitter cunts. But that,
Oh yeah, we
that
all.
Kickstarter that got like $8 million, $8 or $9 million.
Oh, was this that bacon thing?
It's a card game.
Oh, sorry.
That first off, that guy, his art fucking stinks. I don't care what anybody says.
What's the card game? You don't have to give me the name. What's the game?
It's
What's
called
the actual?
Exploding Kittens.
Yeah, it's
just-
called like Laser Cats or Exploding Kittens or something.
Yeah, I
like
think it's
that.
called Exploding.
So it's literally the recipe
I
we
mean,
were
it's so-
talking about for.
It's so forgettable that it's interchangeable. It's like, oh, is it Ninja Laser Muffin
The
Cat?
guy,
Or was
the
it?
guy who does it has this website, and he panders to just the biggest fucking idiots on the planet with his humor. It's like the top 10 list of what a dolphin would say if something, you know, just like it's
Is one of them I'm a
lazy-
dolphin?
He's the guy that runs
lazy shit.
the oatmeal, right?
Yeah.
Hey, he's not bad though. He's put out a couple of things that are fairly good. He's got some.
I like a lot of the Oatmeal's articles.
Yeah.
Don't give me those eyes, Jeff.
We're not friends anymore.
Oh, shut up. Yeah, have you read some of his articles?
No.
I think some of the articles are great. I didn't know about this game that he was
Top
making.
10 lists. Top 10 things you can do with bacon. Go.
You didn't XD when you read that?
Look.
No, he's told some
cares?
interesting
Next
stories from his childhood and stuff like that.
I think
Where's my fucking thing at? I
I
can't
think
find it.
What
the
thing?
the most surprising thing is just like,
My
not
RoboCop
to-
wiener.
Not to shit on another artist, but there's bad art. There's good art. There's bad art that's still kind of charming.
Yeah.
His
Like
art is bad
Mark
and not-
Mark M is not a great artist,
Yeah, like
but he
Mark-
has a really fucking
it's
charming style.
Yeah.
His art.
can really enjoy it.
That Oatmeal guy's art is bad and not charming.
Well, he's an entertainer. He uses his art as a.
Yeah, but his art's not entertaining. That's his point. To us, at least, it's all subjective. Disclaimer.
Looks like something just a random 15-year-old would draw in math class.
And
or
I think,
book.
like I said, I think there's a charm to it. South Park is so fucking stupid to look at. It's charming.
I mean, are we sounding too? Am I sounding too? Be honest. Am I coming off too like?
Well, it's all
hateful and
subjective.
bitter here?
Hey,
It's
no.
all subjective.
For the
know,
card
it's-
game, yeah, and what it got? No, you're not.
Because I feel like people rightfully might give me shit because I might get a little too.
You're allowed
might
to be
too harsh
cynical.
on
Nobody's
stuff.
going to argue whether
But-
or not you're allowed to have your opinion. I think some of the articles are funny.
And look,
as long as you're not saying everybody's
if you're
wrong
listening
for
at
thinking
home
it.
and you're like looking at me, you're thinking to me like, oh, what a bitter, miserable cunt. It's okay. It's all right. I agree.
No,
You're really good at Street Fighter, and you're an amazing artist.
You do draw the line when you start telling people that you are wrong for thinking
that's where the line is.
And
Yeah,
also-
no, I'm not saying that.
And if
I'm
I
just
had a
saying
fraction of
personally.
your talent, I would probably.
Oh, stop.
I would probably be bitter as well when I saw shitty shit. That you got a huge wiener. You got a huge
I can do
wiener
that.
stamper.
Everybody can use two.
It just seems like if you matched up somebody who's actually funny with an actual decent artist, the card game could have been a billion times better. But
Yeah, and then
I just don't-
it pulled like 8 million on.
I think that's the kicker. If a guy that's gold, nobody would give a shit. But a guy way over.
it's just ugly, lazy.
Well, I think that's
artisan
what it goes
jokes.
to. I think it goes back to that like thing, like the hype.
Yeah.
Right. So if we got like $1, you'd be like, oh, this isn't that bad. But if we got like $20 million, you'd be like, what the fuck?
And it's not even the art that pisses me off. The art doesn't even make me mad. It's just on top of the fact that the humor is so terrible.
Hold on. Besides the 8 million, what was he asking for?
Like a couple 100,000, right?
10,000?
Okay,
Oh, is it
10,000, and then he got 8 million.
And then
I think-
that untalented coattail rider came in and said, "Here, let's work together," and then it got $8 million.
I see.
And I think, like I said, when you see $8 million, you cross your arms and go, well, let's see, impress me, $8 million, come on,
Yeah.
this better be worth $8 million. I think that's where it starts to. But if it got $5, you'd be like, it's not worth. I mean, it's not bad. You know what I mean?
I think it is the fact that it blows up so much. I mean, and then you start to see a lot of the flaws, and then you start to try to put the value to it. Like, this isn't worth $8 million.
Exactly.
I'm not even trying to attack the guy. I'm just saying. I'm actually just curious
how it got so much.
He's got a huge fan base. That's why. It's the same thing with the Simon's Cat guy who ended up coming out with the cat cartoons or whatever it was. He asked, I think, for like £350,000, which was like $600,000 plus. And I think some people were like, dude, that for I think it was for like one cartoon. Yeah, it was kind of like, not look.
I was one of those people who said,
but that also ended up getting a ton more money like over the thing. And in some cases, when people ask for an amount, and if they happen to have the support and it goes way over, you can't necessarily fault the creator. But when they're asking for a lot and they get way over even that, I feel like that's when I personally draw the line.
I don't know if we should cut this because we sound like a bunch of complainers, but it just kind of blows my mind. That's all. It just seems like there's so many things out there that are so much better than that.
Sure.
That's all.
$8 million could do a lot for a lot of other causes.
I see Kickstarters failing all the time that legitimately interesting, talented people are doing things.
Wait, stop. Are you saying that you'd rather see some Kickstarters pull through versus a bowl of potato salad?
That was a silly gimmick. I mean, that was stupid, but...
Well, people who donated to that understood what they were getting in. Like, they got on that hilarious, epic... they ever forgot about.
All these people at the aughts that can't wait to play their exploding kitten game with all their other aughts friends. Like, they just go to conventions like MagFest and sit. That's where all these people go. They go to MagFest and sit in like the game.
No, let's be honest though. Let's be honest.
Let's be honest. You go to MagFest, asshole.
No. When the game comes out, how long do you think people are going to play it?
A day.
Do you think it's going to be the next big thing? Do you think it's going to be the next Wizards of the Coast Magic the Gathering?
I don't think so.
The next Pokemon? The next Cards
Against Humanity?
Cards Against Humanity, yeah.
Maybe.
No.
I don't think so.
There's a lot of girls out there. A lot of cuties.
Yeah.
People think I'm bitter enough. I should just.
Speaking of fuck you, man, let's talk about old people in nursing homes. Stamper, when you get old and crusty, let's say you somehow survive your suicide and you become old and beautiful, do you want to be put into a nursing home? Do you want to be put into a home by your kids?
No.
Okay.
They're depressing.
Have you been to a nursing home? Have you seen?
Yeah, no, it is.
I have.
Have you seen Pappy Stamper?
I don't know why you would actively go to a fucking nursing home where somebody wipes. The day somebody has to wipe my ass is the day I'm hanging myself in my bedroom.
Stamper, you don't wipe your own ass.
Yeah, that's true.
It's true. No, I was going to say, like with nursing homes, a lot of them feel, and I've been to a couple, but they not to be crass, they feel a lot like death row, but with perks.
Yeah.
For old people.
Well,
because the truth is,
you get a last meal at death row. It's not fucking.
Yeah. No,
processed food.
I'm saying like well, yeah, I guess, but with the nursing homes, you never know. Like you can be best friends with someone. You never know who's going to croak the next day. Like it's kind of like with death row. You never know when someone's number is going to come up.
And in fairness, they're not called nursing homes anymore.
They're called assisted living. Actually, there are two levels. There's if you have the money to pay for it, you can put your grandparent in something called assisted living, which is nicer than a quote-unquote nursing home. It's actually it's still depressing because it's filled with dying old people, but it's it's kind of like in a dorm for a nice kind of for old people.
Dorm for oldies.
Yeah, but it's like it's got like okay decor and the people are nice. A nursing home is when you don't have the money.
Okay,
you have to send them somewhere.
I think either way. I think maybe people send their old people to one of those places because they're afraid that old guy's gonna die in their house or something.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
So basically, they're just pawning off.
Yeah, because I feel like if you had your grandfather making your house and he was like he had the guest bedroom, you'd always be like, man, we have to throw that bed away. You know what I mean? Oh, he's getting his fucking death hands everywhere.
I mean, assisted living, they'll take you out and do stuff with you. They'll
take you out
for activities.
They'll take you outside and put a bullet in your head.
But I remember my grandfather went to one of those, and there was this old lady who quote unquote escaped. Every day she would roll very slowly to the exit and push her way out and get like a foot and be like, up, back here. And I was like,
then five guys tackle her?
Yeah, started hitting her taser
with batons.
Yeah.
I'll tell you what, though, if your grandparents have like $1 million in the bank and they're like, I want to go to a nice assisted living place for the next decade, that their money will drain faster
I
than you
heard.
can believe.
Yeah. I heard that shit gets eaten up fast.
Yeah, that's a quick way to upset
put 'em down.
the parents and kids.
That's cheaper. Put them down.
I feel like if I had a lot of money in the bank
some bullets.
and I was incredibly unhealthy, I would just just take me out back and shoot me. You can have my money.
See, you're being
Then they'd
respectful.
remember, they'd be fond of me when after I'm dead.
That's right. You not only would they be fond of you, you'd be such a badass. Hey, you guys remember Grandpa Jeff? Do you remember the time when he wanted to die? And he just handed us a gun, and he went out with a beer, and he got on his knees in the backyard, and he said,
Do it, pussy.
He said, take my money, it's all yours, just don't miss.
Jeff,
Get on a Harley and drive into the front of a
Jeff, if you were gonna die that way, right? Like, let's say.
Good luck laughing when you're dead.
I mean, Jeff,
bitch.
are you looking forward to old age? Honestly,
No.
not even old age. Like 60,
No.
60.
No.
60.
No.
60-year-old Jeff walking around.
No.
You get discounts.
I can't wait to be 60. My balls haven't really dropped. Like I
Jeff,
heard,
you could be like you could.
I can't wait till I'm 60 and have like old saggy man.
I think I'm
Are you
willing-
kidding me,
I'm
Zach?
willing-
Discounts?
Dude, I was at McDonald's today, and the old fuck walked up with the aura of death around him. And he was
You
like,
want your
you know what he said?
senior discount.
Yeah, check this out. You know what he said? He went, senior coffee. I was like, oh, what's he talking about? Is that like a dead guy language? No, she was like 60 cents. My coffee was like $2, dude.
I'll take youth over my $3 savings at the movie theater.
Jeff,
Yeah,
how
I'm not gonna
How old would you
fucking-
want to live to be then?
Hold on.
What's your ideal?
I'm gonna go
age?
ask for
Yeah, I
fucking
wanna hear
handouts.
the
That's what
answer
Zach
to that.
wants. He
What
wants
was
his
the
old
question?
people handouts.
He asked, what's your ideal age to
Like,
live to?
you're not senile, you're not shitting your diaper, you can walk.
But that depends because it's been pretty much proven online. If you're an elderly person, if you're hitting the gym every day, you can be pretty physically healthy for at least into your probably at the latest maybe your mid 70s. You can be pretty active.
Yeah, you're worried about strokes, sugar.
Okay, so I'm saying you're not wheelchair bound, you're not like, you're not senile, you're not dying, you're not
Yeah.
brain damaged.
I mean, I'll just say both my grandfathers, they lived to their early 80s. They still were able to walk around. They could do stuff. I
90,
I think
90, right? Come on.
I mean, at the very latest.
Yeah, what's your cap?
Put
Okay,
a bullet in
90.
me at...
Turn me off at 90.
Turn me off at 90.
I'll unplug you.
All right, people listening to the podcast will
Switch.
remember that because this is now...
See, what about you, Stamper? I'm curious.
47
Oh,
tops.
stop it. When you're 40, you're gonna be like 56.
47 tops.
Yeah, Stamper said he had like 4 years left when we
He's
were in
been
the living
saying
room.
that for all these years. Stamper's gonna at least be 150 years old. He'll never die.
I don't think I'll make it to 90. Nobody,
If you
no
could,
males in my
without any
family live to
problems.
get to 90.
I've seen a lot of things. I've experienced a lot of people. I'm pretty much done with life. I'm good.
What about you, Mick? You're Chinese, so you're gonna live to be like a million.
Yeah, I think a million would be good. I won't lie. I don't want to die. I want to live forever.
It's funny, everyone's like, everybody has this mindset where they're like when you're 15, you're like, yeah, I'll live to be like 25, I don't care if I die. But when you're 25, you're like, yeah, I'll live to be like 40, I don't care. When you're 40, you're like, but it's weird when you see these old people who are like 80 and they're like, I want to live another 15 years.
Yeah.
I saw an interview with George Carlin like a month before he died. Somebody was asking him like something, and his response was like
Dying.
to the effect of no. His response was like he said something to the effect of like, oh yeah, I'll live like another 15, 20 years or whatever, 10, 15 years or whatever. And he died like a month later. I was like, God damn.
Yeah.
What do you think of married people who live?
What are you
into their-
worried so much about death for, Zach?
I'm not worried about it. I'm just saying like
You're totally worried about
I'm not
it.
worried about it. I'm saying people who everyone's like, yeah, I'll die right now. But like the truth is, when even 70 or 80 or 90-year-olds don't want to die. They want to live like another 5 or 10 years.
I think the worst
Saying
part-
that I will die right now happily.
I could
the good
I
boys.
could live to that age. I just feel like these people who are married that live to their 80s and there's like, oh, I'm still in love with my
They're not. They realize they're too far in.
They're just.
What are you gonna be
How
single
could
at
you
fucking
not
80?
be? How could you not be fucking sick of that person by the way?
Well, you do hear about those
'Cause you
cases,
build a
those
bond
murder
with people.
cases where it's like some 85-year-old man strangled his like 87-year-old wife and shit.
What the
Who
fuck?
could who could blame him?
What did she do for like 50 years of not pissing him off? To the what brought it?
It was
to that
50.
point?
It was 50 years of pissing him off, and it was just
Oh, you
that
think
last.
that was just like he walked over slowly? She was like, "Stop it!"
It was built
He
up.
walked
You
over.
do hear about that. They get poisoned and shit like that.
Both of my grandparents, or on one side of my family, they both divorced when they were like borderline 80, I want to say.
Jesus
Jeez.
Christ.
And then they both immediately remarried to people they should have been married to their entire lives.
And
They were
died one
they were
week later.
married for like 50 years, and then they divorced. And I was like, wow, that's really fucking late to divorce and then join with somebody else. But they're like super psyched and happy now,
Do you think
and they're all dead.
I've thought about this too, though. Do you think? I mean, do you think by the time you're old, you're kind of upset that nobody wants to fuck an old person. I don't think someday
You're
desire.
old.
No, but my point is, I think old people fuck other old people not because that you somehow become into old people, but it's because it's all you can get.
I disagree.
I
disagree.
So?
Yeah, because the older I get, my taste. It's not like I'm looking for fucking 17-year-old.
By the time you're 80, are you really gonna fuck your 80-year-old wife who looks like a corpse? Who looks like fucking,
you don't see it that way.
Dude, I won't fuck anybody under 24 right now. It's not happening.
Zach, do you know?
Let's go do Jello shots and fucking.
One of the biggest problems.
Once you hit 30, though, it's like everyone's pretty much adult.
One of the biggest issues that a lot of these assisted living compounds is the spread of STDs among the elderly.
I'm not
because
doubting that they
fuck
fuck. I'm not
like
doubting that they fuck.
crazy ass monkeys.
They got nothing to lose anymore.
I'm not saying I'm not saying they don't fuck, but I'm saying like if a 20-year-old walked in and was like, "I want to suck your dick, old man," he would do it.
Yeah. So
I'm just saying, like, I'm just saying
he would not appreciate an elderly lady's saggy, veiny boobs. He could still enjoy those.
I feel like there's a cap. I mean, yeah, I think you guys are saying like
but
30
you're
or 40.
working
You guys are saying like 30 or 40-year-old ladies, but that's
No, you're working with your current mindset, thinking about fucking an old. You're thinking about current.
Dude, I would
fucking
go
an old woman.
I would go older than probably you guys would.
Liar!
How old would you go?
Liar!
Yeah, how old would you go?
You first.
How old did you go?
Let's see.
60s.
I'd do hot 50.
Oh, you guys are such pussies. I would say it, bro. I'd say a hot 60-year-old. You're 50s, you fucking hypocrite.
I'm not a hypocrite. I'm not 50 yet.
You know
when I hit 50, I'll probably say 70.
When you're 95, you're gonna be like, oh, bring me that fucking Jeepers Creepers body. Bring me that fucking rotting corpse.
This wasn't a contest to see who was the creepiest
Jeff,
dude in terms of wanting to fuck old ladies.
Jeff, would you fuck a rotting corpse?
No, I wouldn't.
I like them right when they clock over to 18. I sit and wait. I'm waiting by
your watch.
I'm waiting by the DMV every day. Waiting for bitches to come out with their license so they can drive me someplace and blow me.
Speaking of old people, I'm curious, how would you guys want to die? If you had to go out, they gave you a choice. They say, hey, you're gonna die, but we're gonna give you a choice. How do you want to go?
Any choice?
Any choice.
I'd like to
anything
with Stamper, like ride into like a warehouse full of like drug dealers with guns blazing.
Yes, you could do that.
There.
All right.
Well, okay. Here's more interesting.
I'll take that.
Here's more interesting, right?
We have guns too, right?
Yeah.
So we can kill as many people as we need. Okay, I'll take that.
Here's another situation, right? You're walking down the street, a car fucking hits you, you're dying, you're split in half, you know you're gonna die. You have like honestly like a minute left. You can feel you're going cold because like the guy who hits you is like, oh my, he's freaking out, right? Mm-hmm. You can tell this guy your last words, be like, tell everybody this was my last word, my last request.
I'll say this.
Jokes aside, I would hands down honestly say, tell the world Psychicpebbles is a faggot. And he would go up to somebody and be like, he said, just tell the world Psychicpebbles is a faggot.
I'd be like, just trend, make sure Psychicpebbles is a faggot trends on Twitter.
Put a
hashtag. He's like, I don't know what that means. And you'll never know what it means, but I just said it because I had nothing better to say and it'll ruin your life.
I'd want to come off stage. I want to come off stage from the Oscars with 18 Oscars in my arms for a cartoon I made with my friends that won like best animation. I want to go backstage. I want to have fucking the hottest fucking superstar woman female lead who just won her Oscar for leading actress.
Hugh Jackman.
Give me a fucking blowjob. And while that's happening, right when I fucking come, someone put a gun to the back of my head and blow my brains out.
American Beauty style.
Is that how they did it?
Spoilers!
Oh!
Let's do it again. 3, 2, 1, spoilers! Okay, all 4 of us. 3, 2, 1, spoilers! There you go, that's good.
Here's a morbid question. Let's say your entire family was wiped out by like a drunk driver.
Okay.
The drunk driver lived.
Yes.
And he was fine.
Okay.
And you decided to write him a letter.
Yeah.
If that driver was me, I'd fucking kill myself.
Yeah, would you be the forgiveness type of person or the angry?
I honestly think I have a
I'm
threshold.
Kill you type of person.
I think I have a threshold where if somebody did something horrible enough to me, I wouldn't care. Like I'd dedicate my life to
It's too much. Yeah.
You know what I mean?
I'd be the forgiveness guy. Truthfully.
I would. I absolutely would. Because what else can I fucking do at that point? I would. I would probably beat the shit out of kick the crap out of someone who like kicked my dog.
No,
if somebody kicked my dog, I would go over to their house. I would pull their kids out of the school bus as they got home, and I would fucking bash their heads into the concrete.
That scenario's got variables.
Okay,
I'd have to talk to the guy first.
Let's do it this way.
I might forgive him.
Okay.
Not a drunk driver. It's the fucking what's the Gerard Butler movie where the dude kills his family?
300.
What?
It's
law-abiding citizen.
Law-abiding
What if it's a law-abiding citizen thing where you're at home, some dude eating dinner.
Make sure you watch Law-Abiding Citizen to get this reference.
It's like the first 5
there's a
minutes.
home invasion.
Yes.
Yeah, so it's a home invasion. You're sitting there eating with your family.
Yes.
Doesn't mean you could be your kids, your wife, it could be your aunts and uncles, brothers, sisters.
Those guys are gonna die.
Yeah,
The way it happened in that movie, they're gonna die.
But how would you do it though? Honestly,
How would I kill them, or what letter would I write?
kill them. What would you
I
do?
think I could probably do what Gerard Butler did.
You think you would do that?
Close.
I could do close to what he did, minus a lot of the scientifics and planning.
Yeah, I was gonna be like, I don't know if anyone could really do what he did in that
Actually,
movie.
no, dude. He put like poison into like the barrel of a cup gun.
If he was a guy that showed no remorse and he was like glad he killed everybody I knew, I could definitely tie him down to a table and do terrible.
Oh yeah, I could. Yeah, I could.
Because you're gonna die anyways. You knew it was coming.
I'd scoop his eyes out with a spoon.
You know what I always thought was a really good torture
off.
idea, but no one's ever done it? Lay somebody on their back and then tie them to a table they can flip over, like so their stomach is facing the floor.
Yeah.
But cut a little hole where their stomach is so their guts are out, and then put them over like that so it all comes out.
What the hell's your problem?
That'd be sweet though, think about it. If someone like cut you a line, you could do that.
Jesus,
never do it again.
If I cut a hole in your stomach and flipped you over, your guts probably wouldn't fall out like a cartoon, Zach.
Hit him on the back like a bar, like you're
trying to get
Heinz
salsa
ketchup?
out of a jar.
The Heinz ketchup cup?
Yeah. Bash it really hard, man.
I mean, that happens with dogs. If they get hit by a car, they're
everything spills out. Yeah.
Dogs.
I don't know if did I tell the story about my neighbor's dog who got hit by a Suburban?
Yeah.
He was a big pit bull. And his intestines were hanging out, and he still walked back to
And
the
they sewed him back up, and he was okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I have a similar story where I was driving to the Newgrounds office when I lived up north, and I was on the interstate, and I saw this flash in my rearview mirror, and it was animal eyes on the side of the road, and I was like, oh shit! So I got back off the interstate because I was like, oh, that dog might be alive,
Right.
or whatever the fuck it is might be alive. And so I went back, and then I pulled up next to the dog. And then I parked my car and I walked up to him and I was like, you okay, buddy? And I put my hand on his rib cage and it was ice cold. And I was like, oh, God.
I thought you were going to say, like, he caved in.
Well, no, but then I looked to the right and all his guts were hanging out of his ass. It was the worst fucking day of that entire year.
Yeah, when a dog...
And then I came back later on and... to drive back home, and it was just like this bloody scrape on the ground. So some guys just came by and scooped him up with a snow shovel and threw him in the fucking trash. It was awful. It was awful.
You know, there's no coming back when you see some roadkill. Some of them look like they might be able to make it.
Yeah.
You know, like they're a little kind of crooked. You know, like they're clearly
If somebody gave them CPR at time, they could have made
That's
it.
what I was
maybe, but
hoping.
other
I was
times
like-
it's just wrong when like they kind of look whole, but all literally like they got run over right in the middle and their guts. It's not like with the dog where they can put it back in. I mean, they're like shooting out their eye sockets, like they're done.
Yeah, he looked like straight, like from like 75% of his body. I was like, oh, hey, I've never touched a creature that was just like an ice cube
cold
before.
death.
Yeah, it was
Dude.
fucked up. Yeah.
I talked about this before, but I came out a minute after a deer was hit in front of
Yeah, I remember that was one of my favorite
Oh my
stories too.
God.
How creepy that whole thing must have looked.
All four legs are broken, flailing around.
That absolutely looks like something from Silent Hill.
It's a fucking nightmare.
That's absolutely like a Silent Hill like creature, like a mini boss.
We could just stand there and just hope the thing died.
Because that flailing
Quicker,
deer
it's
just got
has
the
antlers. Yeah, and you got to make sure it doesn't flail at you. You're like trying to run away from it because it's just limbs and hooves and antlers.
And it's
terrible.
it's a mini boss. It's got the normal music. It doesn't have
Yeah.
like the boss music.
Right.
It's got like the sub boss
Yeah.
music.
And yeah, like I was saying, the only nice part of that whole story was some guy came by within like 20 minutes and was like, "Hey, you gonna eat that?" And he threw it in the back of his truck. And
Yeah,
got
see,
off.
to me, that's a happy ending.
Yeah, I would have.
Like,
That would have been me, dude. I totally
Alright.
would have been like, yeah, I'll eat this thing. I'll give this thing a memorial in my belly.
in your toilet. Moving on.
Zach, you were just chastising me because I pay for TV.
Well, no, I was saying that nobody has TV. Like, nobody watches cable television. Like, not even
See?
cable. Nobody watches TV.
All right, look.
What do you mean nobody?
Here's the thing.
No, but okay, let me clarify. Nobody that I guarantee a lot of our listeners don't watch TV unless you like live with your family or you live with the roommate who has
I
it.
guarantee a lot of our listeners do listen to or
I'm genuinely curious. I'm not
If you
I'm not
spend
doing a
all
debate
day
here.
on the internet, you swear nobody watches TV. Everybody's like,
No. I'll say this.
Comcast and I just download everything.
No, I say fuck TV because we don't even pay for like it's not that we pay for it, we don't watch it. We don't even pay for TV because by the time anything comes out, I have Netflix. I mean that's what I use.
I think I feel.
But you
I just
pay for
feel-
Netflix.
Yeah, I mean, but you can also go and watch any show you want to. With TV, I had to watch TV when I went to my parents' house last winter, or whatever. It was the most awkward thing ever because it was the first time I watched TV.
You know what? To play the devil's advocate
when was the last time you watched TV, Step? Honestly, you sat down and watched TV
at a bar. But at the same time,
at your house.
When
was the last time you watched TV at your house?
We don't have TV at our house.
Exactly my fucking point. I'm not saying
at the same time, I have Netflix at my house, and what I have to watch
is fucking
Leprechaun 2 and the fucking Exorcist 9. People have TV for a reason, and TV is still very important and popular.
I like putting it on for I'll put it as background noise, or I'll just put on the Food Network, or.
Yeah, but you pay so much for that per month, though.
Well, Zach, I'm not starving. I can afford it. So.
Do you really want to afford listening to old bitches screaming?
I feel like there's some. I'd feel empty inside if I didn't have TV for some reason.
Access to it. At least.
I just got used to it, man. Because every show I want to watch, I just find online.
To find a balance,
you guys are sitting home eating bugs and watching Netflix, and I like my TV.
You're wasting $50 a month.
It's more than that.
Yeah,
I will see my. Okay.
No, see, I was paying like $120 a month for my cable TV.
For TV you don't watch.
Well, no. Here's the thing. If I think there's a balance that you could find where you're paying for a lot of channels that you don't watch. Like me and Jeff watch Discovery, History, the Food
Science.
Network, maybe Cartoon Network, whatever. So why isn't there a fucking TV package where I could just click the shows that
Well, that's a DVR technically, right? Like with the DVR you can.
Yeah, but aren't you still paying a flat fee for everything?
There's a whole fucking argument about this. About you should be able to subscribe to the channels you actually want.
I'm not even saying anybody's inferior for watching TV. I say I didn't know that anybody still. You're the only person that I know that still watches TV and pays for TV.
You know,
besides my family.
The thing that I find
the entirety of my family does.
No, the thing I find most interesting about today's audiences, though, and the reason why I think TV is becoming more and more obsolete is that we want our shows and we want our entertainment instantly, and we want it specifically. We don't want to have to wait through. It's not just the commercials. Yeah, and it's not just the commercials. It's also that your show is there. You know what I mean? You don't have to wait until 6 p.m. Eastern time every Tuesday.
You're not testing out a new show plus commercials.
That's the biggest thing.
Yeah.
When I went back to visit my family, I was I was going through the TV guide, and there was nothing on. So I was like, well, I'm just not gonna watch. I can't watch anything. I'm just gonna sit here like an idiot.
It's true that
I got so used to.
I would rather look at my Twitter feed and talk to friends than watch some show I didn't want, Desperate Housewives.
I torrent TV shows if I miss them.
Yeah. So you do get to watch the shows that you want when you want to.
I've never torrented shit like video games. I just grab shows every now and then I miss.
You can torrent video games?
Were you trying to say that? That was justifying it?
Yeah, a little bit.
I'm not one of those guys. I'm one of the
yeah.
good torrenters. Just TV shows.
I'm not a good person. I'm just not
I only
bad.
murder white people.
Yeah.
I'm not a racist. I don't murder black people.
I'm only half
you fucking Joe from
Yeah, no, I don't know why that happened. It just fucking came. I
generally don't download things you pay for. I have HBO Go. I pay for that.
That seems like a fine service.
That seems great though, because there's lots of shows and movies that I actually only get access from there.
You can watch any episode of any show you want to that has HBO. That's on HBO.
But that's not cable though. HBO Go is.
That's my point. It's like Netflix.
I can't afford it anymore.
Yeah, but then I know people. It's like the same concept when people are like, yeah, fuck PS4. I'm never gonna spend that much money on a fucking game console, and then they'll go out and buy a video card for like $800. It's the same concept. I know people are like, fuck cable TV, and they'll buy a Hulu account, a Netflix account, a fucking HBO Go account.
Which is all less expensive than fucking cable, though, dude.
Not if you add them all together.
Netflix is $8. How much does HBO Go, Jeff?
Oh, that's like 20 something.
It comes with HBO, so you gotta get HBO first, which is $20 a month.
Yeah,
30.
It's like $20 a month.
So it's like, you have the option. You can pull up Netflix and watch fucking Child's Play 9 and The Tooth Fairy starring The Rock.
If you're one of these people who
I love him,
they're pretty much what they own. They own a desk, a computer, and a computer chair, and all they do is sit there and watch Netflix and torrented movies all day. Then fine.
You do that, plus you have a TV wasting $50 a month though in the background.
I like sitting in my living room and watching TV.
Truthfully, people that have cable TV, they sit and.
You said cable.
You said cable, dude. That's pretty fucked up right there.
What was it? Fucking.
You said cable.
No,
cable.
No. So people that.
Hold on, guys. Do like a pause for laughter there.
Okay. So it's like TV is their recreation. Everybody that I know that uses Netflix doesn't use it the way the normal person does. Everybody I know that uses Netflix and Hulu and all that shit, they put it on as background noise for when they're working. So it's pseudo entertainment in the background. You're not sitting down and watching it. Cable TV is a constant feed of things that tons of people pay for a reason.
Okay, yeah, and here's the one big plus to cable television. Zach-a-ree, okay?
Sports?
Fuck sports. No, the
Well, if you want to say fuck sports, then cable TV doesn't exist anymore.
No, what I'm saying is if you have a DVR set up, right?
Yeah.
Like, I know that there are certain shows that only, like, if I want to watch them on Netflix a week or 2 weeks later, maybe, sometimes a month later with, like,
Or you
Game of
can find
Thrones
them
or some shit like that.
1 hour after they air online.
From what? You can't do that with, like,
You
Game of Thrones?
absolutely can. Yes, you
If I want to be a fucking thief and a little shit, and I've got my ad block on, and I'm fucking jacking off in my diaper like a fucking
I'm
ass.
starving here. I don't make any money. What are you pay for $50?
To be for free.
I'm Jeff. I pay $100 a month to have some guy come in.
for anything.
Zach, did you pay for Flash? Did you pay for Flash?
Let's pay. I actually did once. You know what? You know something? This is true. I torrented 3 different versions of Flash. The one I actually bought for $800. The one time I ever paid for it, it was broken. That's why I torrent stuff.
Zach, you're part of the entitled generation.
Oh, you doing shit too, Jeff. I'm Jeff.
I'm not paying for anything.
I haven't bought Flash, Photoshop.
I did
anything.
buy Flash.
Liar.
Fuck you.
Yeah, 2002. You liar.
That's not true.
I am
bought the
such a
copy
good.
of Flash, I'm still using
I am
it.
such a supporter of independent artists that I purchase songs off of iTunes and Bandcamp.
You never told you anything before?
Nope.
Oh yeah, that's right. But Mick is always shoving his Bandcamp songs in our face.
Sorry, I love music, and I love to support artists who work hard.
That's fine.
Who
Great.
I do that.
who can't just torrent their guitars, who actually have to buy guitars
That's
and then
great.
make beautiful music
I bought
for us.
albums off of Bandcamp.
I've definitely bought things off iTunes. I bought, you know,
And
the last thing I bought, well, iTunes or anything. The last thing I bought was the Ninja Sex Party's album. I went to support some friends. I went to support some artists.
Yeah, Ninja Sex Party's album was great, and then you also did you get the Starbomb album?
No, I didn't buy that.
Did you get the second one?
No,
You know, there's a third one coming.
I didn't buy any of them.
Why didn't you buy this? Why didn't you buy it, Zach?
Because they don't like the music. I don't like it.
What,
I like everybody involved. What? I have to like everything all my friends make?
Yes.
I guarantee there's tons of videos I've made you guys hate.
What video game would you like them to rap about next?
Columbine RPG? I don't know, dude. What do kids play these days? I don't...
Do you think your friends are good rappers?
I'm not keeping any of this.
Oh, bummer. I thought I was a pretty good rapper for a little
Stamper
bit
is the best one.
until you fucking.
Wait,
just
you were a
destro-
Starbomb?
That you just destroyed.
No,
me.
he meant rapper in general.
He said, "Which one of your friends are the best rappers?" And you just shot me down.
Stamper's
You put it-
alright.
you put
Stamper, rap about apples.
Yo, I like apples. You gotta.
Alright, guys, just cut this out.
I don't give a shit. Check it. Granny Smith, apples.
My favorite is Stamper. Stamper, keep rapping for us. Give us a little rap. Come on.
How easy is it for you to
Cakes.
come up with constant rhyming words? Because I can't do that.
Apples. I can't. I can't.
Icing.
He tried to mix. Stop.
Four.
Killing me.
Okay, I'll give you a better subject. Go back. Go, Vic, go.
All right.
Vic, check this out. Stamper, subject. Circumcision.
I got my dick cut. What the fuck? I don't like it much. Hey, Dad. Why'd you do that to me? Now my pee-pee is bleeding.
Actually not
You
bad.
ever see that scene from Scary Movie 3? I know it's not the best movie, but it's when he's in the fucking...
Did that just rhyme with what I said? Now my pee-pee is bleeding. Did you ever see that scene from Scary Movie 3? It's not bad, but keep going.
I'm talking about the cut version,
still
by the way.
sounded like it.
Whoa!
Did it sounded like a rap? That worked?
Yeah.
Okay,
Anyways.
what were we even talking about? I don't know. So let's do one more topic. We never talked about showers in school, high school.
High school showering in high school.
Oh yeah, you guys brought this up earlier. What were you talking about?
Yeah.
With high school.
Here, wait.
What?
Hey, quiet. You fucking goof. Locker rooms, my dick is small.
In the shower room stall.
When you guys got to high school.
Everyone points and laughs.
Because my dick is small. Wait, you already said
Because
that.
my dick is stuck in my ass. No.
When you guys got
I
to
tried.
high school.
What's that?
When you guys got to high school and
Yeah.
you had your first day of gym class, did the gym teacher say, you got a big wide open shower room? Were you all dreading the public showers?
No, see, my gym teacher always said, hey, go fucking take a shower or whatever you needed to do. And he was just working off a mindset from the fucking 70s, but we had stand-up showers that nobody ever used.
I was going to say what he said.
Nobody ever used
Everyone just stank.
Everybody in middle school was like,
Yeah, everyone sprayed cologne all
Yep,
over them.
that was
yeah,
it. You do the French
everyone
shower.
had Axe.
Yep.
Right.
But
Go ahead. Sorry.
I was just gonna add one little footnote to what Stamper said. Yeah, at middle school, everyone was like, "Dude, you have to get the high school showers. Everyone's gonna put their finger up your ass and call you gay and stuff." And I was like, "Oh no!" But I went there and nobody ever used the shower. Only like one freaky kid with would smell weird. The weird kids use the shower.
It was always like the Russian import that used the shower, like the kid that wasn't used to Americans.
Who'd walk in there, just drop turds casually on the floor as he walked around and showered. Yeah.
You don't shit in the shower.
You guys all smelled the rest of the day.
We did.
Everybody had Axe showers. You'd spray yourself with Axe.
Yeah, but your gym clothes would be in a little locker that you keep there, and man, every time you opened that locker, it was like a bomb went off.
I thought I had a long way before that. I didn't do very good in gym.
Yeah,
so
I still don't.
You never broke a sweat.
Dude, all right, here's how in my gym class we had a big open shower room that was like the whole room was like one big room with the showers. The gym coach pretty much stood in the middle of the room and he's like he stood there with his fucking clipboard and he made sure every guy in there he's like, if you don't take a shower you're getting docked points. I'm docking you,
dude. Yeah, we're faggots. Oh my god!
I would have. It's easy. To call him gay, but he was definitely like he was like some crazy war veteran. He did not seem gay. No matter he could stand there and watch nude boys all day long, and
he could have his dick in your butt, and he would not be gay.
Close. So he just sits there and like scrutinizes you while you're clean, and he's like, "Clean out your foreskin. Make sure it's really clean." And then you just go to math class, and everything's fine.
Put that soap down, son. I'm gonna show you how it's done.
As long as you made it to under shower head, he counted you. But
wow.
Did any boy ever guard his penis with his hands?
Yeah, they were definitely bashful ones. They would fuck with each other. Like some kid told me he dropped the soap in front of me and told me to pick it up. I didn't fall for it, but then the kid next to me fell for it.
And what happened?
Scolded.
Was it prison?
Everybody just started
fucking
with him. Like you're like, oh, you picked up the soap.
He was being.
You wouldn't last a day in the big house.
Yeah, something like that.
Yeah.
Did they ever make fun of your curly pigtail wiener?
No.
Aha! You do have a curly pigtail wiener. Bingo!
Curly fry?
I walked into the shower holding it out straight, and I'm like, it's straight.
Yeah, okay, yeah.
The whole podcast was leading up to this moment. I just wanted to make sure everyone knew that he had
all 18 episodes.
It was all a ruse to find out about your curly fry wiener.
Have a pigtail wiener in real life?
Listen,
I hope not.
Ducks do. Ducks have curly. Yeah, they do.
No, ducks have corkscrew wieners. They look like
the same thing.
Wine bottle openers. No, pigtails, they stop at a second. No. So it's saying that somebody has a pigtail wiener is comical because it's short and curly.
Got it, yeah.
Bingo. But then a duck's wiener is like 9 feet long and it spirals all
I think that's equally comedic, honestly.
I'm the last person here that wants to talk about dicks more on this fucking podcast, but I will say this. Animal dicks are almost like magic. How they go from nothing to 2 feet long. And back to nothing.
And they're always strange shapes as well.
Yeah.
That's kind of like my dick, though. I mean, it's about an inch long when it's soft, but when it's hard, it's like 2 feet long.
Dicks, they turn into
You're
like a
growing on a shoulder.
I am. Asians mostly are. Actually, Asians don't really.
I'm backwards. When my dick normally, when it's flaccid, is like 9 feet long. But when I'm hard,
it retracts.
It contracts
back into your body.
It's like 2 inches hard.
No, it's like
pushes your guts.
It's like one of those. It's like if you took a worm and you stretched it really thin, but when you let go of it, when it comes back together, the girth, like it gets shorter, but its girth is really thin.
No, yeah, it contracts like something out of the cosmos. It like focuses in on itself.
The density of your dick.
Yeah. The power.
It's like a neutron star.
The power, it's like a neutron. It's just like the power is there, and then it's
like Thor's hammer. Like it's only about 4 inches long, but literally it could collapse a star.
And it only works when Odin whispers into it.
The only person who can jack it off is fucking Thor.
Would you be with the chick if she was really into whispering the guy's dick holes?
The dick whisperer?
She'd be like, hey, I gotta tell you a secret. You'd be like, you'd put your ear, be like, what's up? And she'd be like, no. And she'd go down and be like, I'm so sorry. She was like giggling and stuff. Would you feel self-conscious?
And then my dick flies at her like Thor and she grabs it.
Yeah.
Jeff is loving this.
I've seen weirder shit. No, that fly in the bedroom, you know what I'm saying?
There's a lot of weird fetishes out there, though. I don't get the ones that are like, that where you can only do them once, like the death fetishes.
How is that a fetish?
That's the ultimate fetish.
Is it the desire? But it's not the death, though. It's the desire to have death.
I guess, but there are people who actually do it. Like, there's that guy who had his penis cut off and died.
Yeah.
But
What was his actual fetish, though?
Yeah.
to have his penis cut off and I don't know, man. I guess that. I don't know.
I feel like his fetish was attention. I mean, it's hard. I mean, because he did it on camera.
There's
right?
a lot of people that their fetishes are attention. I mean, look at the fucking Pain Olympics. That a dude lays his balls and dick across
I
the cutting
always heard that
board
was fake.
and smashes it. No, well, maybe a couple of them, but he'll just lay his dick and balls out, and then he'll hatch them with the hatchet, and then cut them with.
Those
smash 'em
guys
with the
have
hatchet.
to immediately regret that.
Well, yeah, but they get their 15 minutes of fame, and that's what they wanted the whole time.
Yeah, but it's like you can't really exploit that any way except for that. You can't walk and be like, yeah.
In your mind, do you think a fetish is something that you have to constantly revisit, like getting choked while you're?
No.
When I think of fetish, I do
kind
think
of,
it's consistent. Like it's an addiction.
Yeah,
like
yeah,
you do
yeah.
it a lot.
You can only ever do that once.
So what's that? Like a super fetish?
I don't know, man. I don't know what that would be. It's stupid, is what it is.
It's a goal. It's a life goal.
Have you been? Name something that a girl has asked you to do when you've been with her that you were just completely uncomfortable with.
I never got the choking thing.
Yeah.
The choking thing is a common one, but I was just like, I'm always afraid of they're gonna request me harder. You're gonna crush their fucking windpipe and kill them.
You can't kill somebody that easy.
I don't know. Maybe my penis is riling me up so much that I crush their windpipe and kill them.
That does seem like a thing you would do accidentally.
It's my luck to kill somebody while.
I just imagine you like naked and your wiener flopping around, the dead body on the bed, and you're like, what do I do? What do I do?
That's the
Just like
worst
Zach
part.
running around in the bedroom.
The worst part would be like, do I finish and just say I finished before it happened? You know what I mean?
You mean finish having sex?
Yeah, like come and be like, and then tell the cops, like, no, it happened before she died. It happened as she.
What do you think the law is on that? Because I have been asked by multiple people to choke them while we're having sex. Now, let's say they die. Do I go to jail?
How hard are you choking people?
No, I'm not. Look, I'm not saying I
killed someone.
I haven't ever killed.
Where are they buried, Nick?
I'm asking what would happen if someone did that. They were asked by their partner.
This is a submissive mindset, and you're like going in there with both hands trying to kill him.
At best, you'd be charged with second-degree murder, and you'd go to jail.
Yeah.
But do you think the cops would believe you, or they just thought
it wouldn't matter?
Oh.
Why are you choking them to death?
It really wouldn't matter. I mean,
because you're like, your hand slips.
What if they just keep screaming harder and harder, and they're like,
even if there was a video of the person like harder.
your hand still killed
still
somebody.
probably go to jail.
No, I suppose as soon as their eyes started bugging out and they like passed out, that would be kind of your cue to be like, let go, and then maybe do some mouth to mouth.
Yeah, you'd probably knock somebody out before you killed them.
Yeah, you probably.
I would
Actually,
just,
you would. I
if
think
their
knock
eyes
them out
start
before you
bugging
kill
out,
them.
I'd just pull my hands up, come on, and run away.
Yeah.
That
But you
way-
do that anyway. You
that
do
way-
that at the playground.
Dude,
in
you
the
did
store.
that last Thursday, and you blamed it on Mick.
Yeah.
It's like a dog. It's easy to do.
Zach was up in a tree just whacking off on the kids on the teeter-totter.
Someone thought it was bird shit. They're like, oh, gross.
How do you whack off on a teeter-totter?
From a
Who says
tree.
Whack off. Your
I
story
do,
is
sonny.
flawed, sir.
My fetish is having no fetishes.
That's pretty fucking.
My addiction is not having an addiction.
Fuck you.
I'm
addicted
too
to
good.
life and air and organic foods. And
You know what they say? Everything in moderation, even moderation.
who said that? Ernest Hemingway?
No, Buddha.
I'm pretty sure Ernest Hemingway said that.
It was Dane Cook, you idiots.
Oh.
We should end on Stamp. We're doing another rap.
You guys, no, hold on. Fuck that. Fuck the rap. You guys want to go grab some Burger King, some Wendy's?
This podcast brought to you by Burger King and Wendy's. at
See
the
you
same
later.
time.
This podcast is brought to you by heart disease.
I could eat some food. Let's wrap this shit up.
Let's go to a diner, I think. Because there's a lot of places open, are there? I know fast food is open.
Let's go to a diner.
Here we
Zach?
go. Come on. Hey, hurry. Give me a beat.
Wait, I was gonna give you the next verse.
Give me a beat. Hurry.
We need to go to a diner.
That sounds fine, sir.
Let's get a thing.
Let's get a burger.
Choke. You have to say choke. Choke.
Choke.
Hey, burger doesn't rhyme with fucking diner, all right,
You can
asshole?
make it if you're a lyrical genius like me.
Okay. Let's try. Okay, the lyrical
Zach,
genius.
he's
Let's
a
try it
lyrical
again.
genius. His brain is big as his tiny penis. If you haven't seen it, then you better see this. I'm gonna stick it
Listen,
up.
I'm a master, especially at
Zach's tiny
cunnilingus.
penis.
That's right.
All right, yeah.
Let's make me out of breath.
Keep going.
I'm too fat.
Keep going.
Try it.
I got an idea.
Yeah, there you go.
Zach is too fat. It's gonna make him out of breath.
Then he's gonna face death. You got it.
I'm not Breaking Bad, but I'm pretty sad.
8 minutes to come up.
You ain't Breaking Bad, but you're feeling sad, that's because you ain't rad.
If you ever needed a reason for all white guys to be wiped out, this is it. Show this to any black guy and he'd be like, oh my god.
I'm done.
That's right.
They'll want to reverse slavery us because of this.
What, are we ending this now?
Watch this, check this out. On this, guys.
Okay. I'm ready. Make it happen.
You have reached the voice mailbox of
Mick Lauer.
Please leave your message after the beep. Boop. Shit.
Hey, pussy. You guys can't rap, you little bitches. Check this out. Oh, Jesus, I was crucified. Don't cross me. I'm gonna nail you. And my dick is big, and it's also black, and it's got a lot of stretch marks because it's so fucking big. And my dad is God. You don't know who my dad is, you little bitch.
My dick is big and frothy. Don't cross me.
My dick is big and frothy. Don't cross me. Put that at the end of it.
My name is Jesus. Don't cross me. They buried me for 3 days. I moved a rock, see?
Hey, check this out. I rose again.
Dad's the boss, see?
God, see?
I rose again after 3 days. Didn't even need Viagra, so I don't give a fuck. Hey, check this out. My dick is 3 inches, even though I'm the son of God. Isn't that fucked up? You think he'd like...
I rose up to the challenge. Blue pills, the truth kills.
That was for my ass, you fucking idiot.